Hello guys, so my name is Miss Aubrey. So I am here to continue our lesson number 4. So for our lesson number 4, it will be all about general annuities. So let's proceed. So at the end of the lesson, the learner should be able to first find the future and present values of general annuities and compute the periodic payment of a general annuity. Thus, calculate the fair market value of a cash flow stream that includes an annuity. So, general annuity. An annuity where the payment interval is not the same as the length of the interest compounding period. So, meaning to say, yung interval payment niya ay hindi pareho sa interest compounding period. Unlike sa, sa simple annuity nga na equal ang payment interval at ang compounding period. Next, example, yan. Number 1, monthly installment payment of a car, loan or house with an interest rate that is compounded annually. So yung payment interval niya ay monthly installment and yung compounding period naman niya ng interest ay annually. So hindi sila pareho. Next is paying a debt semi-annually when the interest is compounded monthly. So nagbayad siya ng utang kada semi-annually. Tapos, pag nagka-compound naman siya ng interest ay monthly. So, yan ang example ng general annuity. General ordinary annuity. A general annuity in which the periodic payment is made at the end of the payment interval. So, future value of a general ordinary annuity. The future value, F, of a general ordinary annuity is given by, so ito yung formula na gamitin kapag hinahanap natin ang future value sa general ordinary annuity. So F is equals to R times quantity 1 plus J raised to N minus 1 all over J. And dito sa general ordinary annuity, mahalaga na hanapin natin yung J. Ano yung J? So ang J is the equivalent interest rate per payment interval converted from the interest rate per period. So bago natin mahanap yung future value, kailangan muna natin hanapin yung J natin. So kung napapansin nyo, may mga nadagdag na variable. Yan, M sub 1 and M sub 2. So kailangan yan para makuha natin yung J. R is the regular payment. J is the equivalent interest rate per payment interval converted from the interest rate per period. And is the number of payments. Yan. R is the small letter R is the nominal rate. M sub 1 is the payment interval. M sub 2 is the length of compounding period. Okay. So we have an example here. Chris started to deposit 1,000 pesos monthly in a fund that pays 6% compounded quarterly. How much will be the fund after 15 years? So, hinahanap dito yung future value o yung magiging fund ng fund after 15 years. Okay. Hanapin muna natin yung given. So, yung R natin, yung regular payment, yan, periodic payment, ay 1,000 pesos because siya yung dinideposit monthly. Yung time natin ay 15 years. Yung R natin ay 6% or yung interest natin ay 6% or convert natin sa decimal, yung game 0.06. Ang ating M sub 1 ay 12. Why? Kasi, diba, monthly ang pag-deposit. Ang M sub 2 naman natin ay yung compounded, diba? Compounded quarterly. Kaya 4. And ang N natin ay, yan, M sub 1 times time. Or number of payments. Kaya 180 ang ating N. So, first step muna natin gagawin ay hanapin yung J. So, convert 6% compounded quarterly to its equivalent interest rate for monthly payment interval. So, ito yung formula ng J. Substitute na natin ang ating given. Then, 1 plus yung R over M sub 2 natin ay 0.06 over 4 raised to M sub 2 over M sub 1, 4 over 12, yan, minus 1. So, ang ating J, sinolve natin yan. Try natin i-solve. Yan. Raised to 4 over 12. Minus 1. So, makuha natin sagot ay, so move lang natin ng 3 times ang decimal points sa left side. Kaya kukuha natin ay 0.00497521. So, ikip lang natin yung ating numbers hanggang 8 numbers lang or quantities. So, we already have our J. Natin hanapin ating F. So, ang ating feature value. So, ito yung formula na gagamitin natin. Substitute na natin. Then, we will now have this. R is 1,000, di ba? Times 1 plus J natin, raised to 180, or number of payments, minus 1, all over J ulit. So, try natin i-solve. Try natin isa-isahin. Yan. So, 1 muna, 1 plus J, 0.004975521 raised to 180. We'll have yan. So, yan sagot. Minus 1 sa ating answer. Divide natin sa J ulit, sa denominator. 0.004975521. Yan. And then, i-multiply naman natin sa 1,000 na. Pag nakuha natin sagot sa loob ng parenthesis. So, meron tayong so, ito na yung F natin. So, F natin ay equals to 3 peso 2900.50. Yan. So, ito na yung ating F. 290,082 pesos, 0.1 centavos. Yan. Pareho ba sila? Ay, di ba pareho? Okay. So, next. Paghahanap naman ng present value of a general ordinary annuity. So, same lang, pero ang nawala dito ay P. Same method lang. Unahin natin hanapin ang J, di ba? Naman natin yung formula ng P. So, ito yung formula ng P. P is equals to R times 1 minus quantity 1 plus J raised to negative N all over J. And same lang yung formula na gagamitin sa paghahanap ng J. N is equals to N sub 1 times T. Yan, same din ng terminologies used. So we have here a problem involving present value of general and ordinary annuity. So Ken borrowed an amount of money from Kat. He agrees to pay the principal plus interest by paying 38,973 pesos and 76 centavos each year for 3 years. How much money did he borrow if the interest is 8% compounded quarterly? So, ang hinahanap nito yung amount ng money na hiniram niya. Okay, hiniram ni Ken from Kat. So first, let's find the given R or yung ang periodic payment natin ay 38,973 pesos and 76 centavos. Kasi ito yung binabayad niya each year, di ba? For 3 years. Kaya yan yung ating R. Next is the time. Time is 3 years. Then our interest rate is 8% or i-convert natin sa decimal kaya magiging 0.08. Our M sub 1 is each year. Diba? Ang M sub 2 naman natin ay compounded quarterly. Kaya 4. N natin ay times ay M sub 1 times time. Kaya 3 ang number of payments natin. So, next ay hanapin muna natin yung J. First step is convert 8% compounded quarterly to its equivalent interest rate for each payment interval. So, ito yung formula ng J. I-substitute natin ang ating given. So, 1 plus interest rate 0.08 over M sub 2 ay 4 raised to M sub 2, 4 over M sub 1, 1 minus 1. So, solve natin dito. Okay. Addition type. 1 plus 0.08. Is 2. 4 over 1 minus 1. Then equals, so ito na yung ating magiging J. So, ano sila? So, pareho sila. Dahil may J na tayo, pwede na tayo mag-proceed at isolve ang ating P. So, ito yung formula na gamitin natin. Then, substitute na natin. Yan. So, isolve muna natin siya. So, solve muna natin sa loob ng parentheses, which is 1A. 1 plus 0.08 to 32 1.6 raised to negative 3. So, answer I. Yeah. So, copy natin yung answer. Easy. Then, i-minus natin sa 1 yung ating answer kanina nakuha. So, ito na yung sagot. Then, pag nakuha natin sagot, i-divide natin siya sa ating denominator or sa another j divided by 0.0824 216. So, yan. Yan ay magiging sagot niya. Then, i-multiply naman natin sa ating R. So, ito. Ang R natin ay 38,073 pesos and 76 centavos. So, yan. Ito na yung ating P. Type lang natin. P is equals to 100,000 pesos. Yeah. Ito yung pesos. Yeah. So, itry naman natin siya enter sa ating calculator ng lahat to. Lahat yan. Try natin ilagay sa ating calculator. Let's see kung parang magiging sagot. 76. Minus 1 plus 824 32 16 raised to 3. Then another chain 8 4 32 1 6. So, pareho lang. So, dahil dyan, mag-proceed na tayo sa next. So, next is the cash value. Is a term that refers to payments received or cash inflows or payments or deposits made or cash outflows. Cash inflows can be represented by positive numbers and cash outflows can be represented by negative numbers. So we also have here a fair market value or economic value of a cash flow or payment stream on a particular date refers to a single amount that is equivalent to the value of the payment stream at that date. This particular date is called focal date. So meron tayong example dito ng problem na solve natin for fair market value. So we have here a problem. Mr. Ribaya received 2 offers on a lot that he wants to sell. Mr. Ocampo has offered 50,000 pesos and a 1 million lump sum payment 5 years from now. Mr. Cruz has offered 50,000 plus 40,000 pesos every quarter for 5 years. Compare the fair market value of the 2 offers if one can earn 5% compounded annually. Okay. Which offer has a higher market value? So, balak daw So, naka-receive daw si Mr. Ribaya ng offer. Dalawang offer from Mr. Cruz and Mr. Ocampo. Para para bilhin yung binibenta niyang lote. Okay, so Mr. Ocampo's offer are 50,000 down payment and 1 million after 5 years. Kay Mr. Cruz naman, offer niya ay 50,000 down payment and 40,000 every quarter for 5 years. So, ito na yung illustrate the cash flows of the two offer using diagram. So, si Mr. Ocampo, 50,000 ang kanyang down payment, and then after 5 years, bayaran naman niya si Mr. Rebaya ng 1 million pesos. While kay Mr. Cruz naman, 15,000 din ang kanyang down payment. Pero, mag-bayad siya ng regular payment every quarter for 5 years. So, hinanap ito yung who has a higher market value na mai-offer. So, kailangan natin compare ang fair market value ng dalawa. So, solve muna natin ang kay Mr. Ocampo's offer. So, nag-down payment siya ng 50,000. And ang future value niya after 5 years, di ba? Yan ay 1 million pesos. Tapos ang rate natin ay 5% compounded annually. So, for the compression period, compounded annually. So, ang ating N ay M times P. So, meron tayong 5. Ang ating I naman ay R over M. So, meron tayong 0.05. First, so una, ang hanapin muna natin ay ang present value. So, ito yung formula na gagamitin natin sa maghanap ng present value. So, substitute natin F is equals to 1 million pesos over 1 plus 0.05 I natin raised to N, 5, di ba? Yan. So, pag sinolve natin yan, makakuha natin ay ito. Check natin kung tama ba. 1 million. Plus so, tama yung ating present value. So, proceed na tayo sa paghahanap ng fair market value. So, para mahanap natin yung fair market value, down payment lang, FMV is equals to down payment plus present value. So, down payment ni Mr. Ocampo ay 50,000 and yung present value, i-add natin. So, ang FMV ni Mr. Ocampo ay 833,526 pesos, 0.17 centavos. So, next, hanapin naman natin yung offer. I-calculate naman natin yung offer ni Mr. Cruz. So, ang down payment niya ay 50,000. Dahil may regular payment si Mr. Cruz na 40,000, gagamitin natin dito ay general ordinary annuity. So, time, ganun pa rin. So yung time niya, 5 years, right? And ang interest rate naman niya ay 5%, compounded annually. Ay 5%. So, for M sub 1 niya, diba? Sabi dito, every quarter. So, nagbabayad siya every quarter ng 40,000. So, ang M sub 1 natin ay 4 kasi every quarter. Ang M sub 2 naman natin ay 1. Why 1? Kasi compounded annually. So, hanapin natin yung N. M sub 1 times T. Meron tayong number of payments na 20. Dahil general annuity yung gagamitin natin dito, general ordinary annuity, hanapin muna natin yung J. So, substitute natin yung J. 1 plus R natin ay 0.05 over M sub 2 natin ay 1 raised to M sub 2 natin ay 1 ulit over M sub 1 natin ay 4 minus 1. So, ito na yung J natin. Try compute natin kung tama. Over so tama. So keep lang natin hanggang hanggang 8 numbers. So wala namang kailangan i-round off, kaya proceed na tayo sa paghahanap ng present value kasi meron na tayong J. So sa present value, ito yung gagamitin natin formula. So, substitute natin. Ang R natin ay 40,000, right? Times 1 minus quantity 1 plus J raised to negative 20 all over J. Okay, try lang natin i-solve din. Solve muna natin yung nasa loob ng parentheses. 1 plus 0.01 and 2, 7, to negative 20. Then, copy natin yung answer. Minus natin sa 1. 1. Easy. 1 minus answer natin na kinap kanina. Yan. Then, divide natin sa ating J or sa denominator. 0, 1, 2, 7, 2, 2, 3. Ito yung sagot. Then, pag nakuha na natin yung sagot sa loob ng parentheses, ay yung total na sagot, i-multiply natin sa ating R. 40,000. So, ito na yung ating present value. Check natin kung tama. So, sakto. So, kung nakuha na natin yung ating present value, then hanapin na natin yung fair market value ni Mr. Cruz. So, down payment plus present value. Ang down payment niya ay 50,000 plus present value niya ay 705,572 pesos and 71 centavos. So, ang FMV ni Mr. Cruz ay ito, 755,572 pesos and 71 centavos. So, hence, Mr. Ocampo's offer has a higher market value. The difference between the market values of the two offers at the start of the term is yan. So, ito yung kay Mr. Ocampo na FMV or fair market value minus kay Mr. Cruz. So, makikita mo naman yung difference ng offer ni Mr. Ocampo kay Mr. Cruz. So, ending neto, ang offer na tatanggapin ni Mr. Rebaya ay yung kay Mr. Ocampo. So, yun na yung end ng ating lesson. Number 4. So, sana na-gets nyo. And thank you for watching and listening. That's all.